Well, hello, Scorpio. Welcome to my table. My name is Toni, and this is the Twin Flame forecast for Virgo season. So hello to you. If you are a returning subscriber, it is always just like, y'all don't even know, the fact that anybody would come to my table more than once. I'm like, so thank you for being here if you're a returning subscriber. And if you are brand new here, well, like I said, my name is Toni. I'm so glad that you are here. So we are just going to create a sacred container by welcoming in and inviting our higher selves, as well as calling upon Christed consciousness to please join us at the table. We command our sovereignty in this time, dimension, place, and space. And we disinvite and disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christed consciousness. And now we're going to set our intentions by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite in our angels, ancestors, guardians and guides, guardians of the four corners, Mother of the earth, Father of the sky, sacred ones. We call upon you and we welcome you here now. We ask you to please be present with us and please help us to understand and to interpret these messages to the best of our knowledge as we receive them. Thank you. Feels like there's a hair tickling my nose. Kind of frustrating me because I could definitely. All right, we're good. We're good, Scorpio. So let's begin. So before I begin, let me tell you that if you hear me say divine feminine or divine masculine, divine means holy, feminine and masculine do not refer to one specific gender. And before I shuffle every deck of cards, I do pray over the cards. So if you have on headphones, anytime you see me pray, turn down the volume so it's not loud in your ears when I shuffle. All right, now listen, if you have made it 1 minute and 55 seconds into this video, you should just go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Why not? What else are you doing right now? Nothing, right? You're probably like listening to me talk, maybe looking at another app or doing something else. Well, just take a second and hit that little like button. You know you want to. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's begin with you, Scorpio. We are going to start with the Romance Angels Oracle. And here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit messages, please, for Scorpio for this Virgo season. What is going on with Scorpio and their twin flame relationship this Virgo season? What does Scorpio need to know about them? That sounds wrong. What can you tell Scorpio about their relationship to the twin flame, their behavior with the twin flame, themselves with the twin flame this Virgo season? Where did you go? There you are. There you are. Unrequited love. It says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And so probably right now, Scorpio, you are the one, if you have known your twin previously, if you've been in union with your twin before, you probably are the one, if you probably are not right now, you probably are separated. And more than likely, so Scorpio, you are the one that initiated it. I'm going to guess. Probably. I mean, they could have been the one, but it's probably you because this does say unrequited love on your side. And so my guess is that they are reaching out to you, and right now you are kind of putting up the wall. It could be the other way around. You could be trying to reach out for them, and they are the ones that is the unrequited. But I'm definitely feeling for sure one of you is reaching out, but I get the feeling it's probably they are reaching out towards you, and you're like, no. No, for some reason you have shut that conversation down. So let's see what is up with that. Let's look at the Lover's Oracle for your twin flame. I'm just going to throw all the cards on the ground. It's cool. It's cool. All right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. What can you tell me about Scorpio's twin flame during this Virgo season? What do we need to know about Scorpio's twin flame this Virgo season? One card, please, Spirit. Just one card. There you go. Well, nope, gonna give me two. But I kind of like it, though, because this card reminds me so much of the twin flame. Look at this picture. How beautiful is that? It says freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. And you've got manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So let's just talk about this. freedom and manifesting miracles for your twin. And so it's interesting, I said one of you is unrequited. One of you has said no thank you, and the other one says please. Well, I am now getting the direction that it might be they are the ones that are seeking their freedom. They are the ones who, decided that there's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. They are the ones who are seeking their own freedom. I do hear, though, for some of you, that your twin is the one who is coming to you, and you're like, no, 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 not right now. Now is not the time. I'm not ready for this right now. There is some of you saying that. This could be the month that your twin finally decides to let that go and to seek their freedom and to open that path up to themselves. They've been focusing on you for so much that they haven't been focusing on their own path. And so this could finally be the month that your twin decides to set you free, emotionally set you free, and to seek their own path. And regardless whether it is your twin decides to finally set you free, they are the one who, is coming after you, and you're like, no. Or if you're the one that's coming after them and they're like, no, they're the ones seeking their freedom, period. They don't want anything to do with you. Regardless, this freedom that your twin is giving themselves, whether it's from you or whether it's deciding to finally stop chasing you, this is going to lead to them getting a lot more grounded, a lot more rooted in who they are and their true and authentic self. And as they become more grounded, see how it's like the light it's like they become enlightened. See, they become this freedom leads to this enlightenment within them. It activates that rainbow bridge within them, which is what your chakra system is. It's a rainbow bridge that connects you to heaven to earth through you. Okay, that's what your chakras are. It just connects heaven to earth through you. And they get this enlightenment. This freedom gives this enlightenment that helps them get more grounded. Okay, as above, so below here. And because they are more grounded and they're getting to know their true, authentic self through this freedom that they are giving themselves, they're giving themselves the freedom to finally express themselves authentically as well. As all that's happening, as their true, authentic self finally starts to shine, okay? The coolest thing is the more rooted they become in themselves, the more miracles will happen. It says your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Manifesting miracles. So your twin is over here getting grounded, getting rooted, getting, becoming more conscious, becoming more aware. And as they do, their miracles in their life are beginning to manifest. They are really starting to understand what manifestation is and how the law of attraction works to and apply it to themselves. So this is a very cool thing because I want you to understand in regards to twin flames, what one twin does on behalf of themselves. If they are helping themselves, they will be helping their twin because remember, you are one soul. You are connected through your soul at soul level. So as they heal themselves, that energy is being pushed and vibrated towards you, okay? So as they are learning to stand in their own true authenticity and they are becoming more grounded and more aware of their true self, those miracles will start flowing in very quickly, very easily. And don't be surprised if the same thing starts happening to you. If all of a sudden the things that you've been trying to manifest all of a sudden start happening. And the reason why is because when that twin decides to give themselves that freedom, whether it's the freedom of letting you go, like literally saying, hey, you got to go. Like you're telling them, hey, I love you. And they're like, nope, I got to seek my own freedom. Or if you're the one that's telling them to go, no, I don't want anything to do with you. And they finally decide, okay, they hear you. They let you go. They set you free. That freedom opens them up. It helps them find their true self. It heals them. It allows the light in. It allows, what is the word I'm trying to say here? I can't think of the word all of a sudden. And before you know it, they are in a true alignment with their path. That energy that they're manifesting, it's going to happen to you too. I promise, do not be surprised because now that they've cleared these blocks, now that they've opened themselves up, now that they've broken through those walls that have been holding them back, they are going to be actually able to, they have room. They've cleared out these spaces and now they have room to attract what they want. And as soon as they start, boy, it's going to happen to you too. Do not be surprised. if suddenly you find yourself very lucky, if suddenly you start manifesting things, if suddenly things start moving quickly, because your twin's doing the work for both of you this month. This is very exciting. So, I mean, listen, I'm telling you all this to make you understand that even if you are not in union with your twin, and even if you don't want to be in union with your twin, the fact that you are here, the fact that you are listening to this reading tells me that you understand there is a twin flame path. You are actually on it. Whether you want to be or not doesn't matter. You are on it. You can't just stop being a twin until that's never going to happen, okay? It's not. So, the best thing you can do is pray for your twin. Pray for their happiness. Pray for their safety. Pray for their, that they find their path. They find their freedom. They are able to manifest, attract what they want, because as they do, you will too. The best gift you can give your twin is praying for them so that you can, not create that resistance. That's the biggest problem people don't understand with the twin flames, is that we very often are cutting off our nose to spite our face. We're like, well, I don't want to be on this twin flame path. It's toxic. Are you serious? Do you hear what you just said? So one half of your soul is toxic, huh? Really? Really? Or is it maybe that they are having toxic behaviors and that you are responding and bringing and holding up this mirror to them that's not helpful? Has it occurred to you that maybe you're the one that's toxic as well? Maybe the relationship isn't toxic. Maybe both of you are behaving toxically. I'm just saying, if you really think twin flames, I always hear this, how can you believe in twin flames? They're so toxic. So half of your soul's toxic. Really, you think that? Okay. Soul's on fire. Speaking of soul, let's see what's happening with the two of you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, gods. What is going on with Scorpio and their twin flame this Virgo season? What do we need to know about the relationship between Scorpio and their twin flame? All right, what is the shadow? What is the shadow coming between Scorpio and the twin flame? Did I see a card flip? No. What is the shadow coming between Scorpio and the twin flame? Y'all are having a failure to communicate. You are having a failure to communicate probably your needs to each other. But you are definitely not talking. This is the Eight of Wands. That means there is you're just not communicating. And when you do communicate, it feels like you're probably having some pretty big misunderstandings. Eight of Wands is a very fast-moving card. It's the fastest-moving card of all the tarot. And so sometimes when we're talking about communicating, when that fast-moving energy moves through, it's like it goes in one ear, out the other, and you didn't quite catch everything. And so this leads to miscommunications and misunderstandings. And I think probably that's what's happened here. There's been some kind of miscommunication, misunderstanding that has led to this unrequited love. But to be very honest with you, that's not a problem, because you are supposed to, if this love is being unrequited, that's actually a blessing for your twin, because that freedom is leading to them finding their true self and being able to, manifest miracles and attract abundance, and leading you to being able to manifest miracles and attract abundance. So see it for the blessing that it is. I apologize. My dogs are barking for some reason, but see it for the blessing that it is. This miscommunication gave y'all the space and the time to heal independently, Scorpio, okay? So what advice do we have for you, Scorpio? Wow, that was really fast. Seven of Wands. Stop trying to defend your choices, okay? You made your choices. There's no need to defend them, all right? And especially to yourself. When we break up with somebody, which I think you did. I think you're the one that gave them the freedom here. And we know it's in our best and highest good, even if we're not sure. A lot of times, especially when we break up with somebody, we're not entirely sure, even if we know it's in our best and highest good, if it's going to be a forever thing, right? Like, maybe this is just for now. Maybe we both need to heal and do some growing and changing, and then we can come back together, right? And so sometimes when we break up with somebody, we're like, well, it'll be forever. And sometimes we're like, well, maybe. But regardless, I get this feeling that as you set this person free, you kind of felt the need to defend your choices. Whether it was defending your choices, actually setting them free, or whether it's defending to yourself, it's almost like you're missing your twin, or yeah, it's almost like you're missing them, but you have to keep defending yourself. Well, I had to break up with them. I had to let them go. I had to do this. This is from, this had to happen. Your higher self is saying, stop. Stop feeling the need to defend your choices and just be at peace with where you are. If you made a choice and you think it was in your best and highest good, then it was in your best and highest good. Let it go. Don't keep defending your choices. Don't keep playing this over and over and over and over in your head. The path you've taken has been taken. The road has already been traveled. You can't go backwards and take a different path. Be okay with that. I do think, though, there is this energy of there was some definite miscommunication. It looks like you may have gotten a bit defensive there, Scorpio, and I'm wondering if you are feeling like maybe you were a bit too hasty. You were a bit too hasty to cut this relationship off. And so your higher self is asking you to stop beating yourself up. That's what a lot of this is. This is defending yourself from the higher ground. And remember what I said, even if you were hasty, even if there was a miscommunication, that, maybe wouldn't have happened if you weren't, miscommunication that led to this breakup or separation or whatever. Don't beat yourself up over it. It was necessary. It was necessary, okay? This is a timing thing. So many times we just don't know that the timing was off, and that's what this is. It had to happen so they could grow, so you could grow. All right, so what will help move Scorpio and their twin from the shadow into the light? What course of advice do we have for Scorpio for this Virgo season for the twin flame? Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is the card of losing sleep over fear, over worry, over anxiety, okay? And see how she's like, she can't sleep. She's sitting up in her bed. And if you notice those 9 swords, the last 4 swords are going through her crown, her third eye, her throat, and her heart chakra. So her upper and her center chakras, right? Her 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th chakras. These are the chakras that keep us connected to our higher self and our truth, okay? And so these swords are the things we think, okay? When these swords are going through these chakras, we are no longer connected to our truth, our higher self, our intuition, our guidance, our inner GPSs. We are no longer connected. And so what they're trying to tell you is you've got to let go of this. This is literally the end of the cycle, the 9. The 9 means is the end of the cycle. Swords are the things we think. And so they're telling you, you've got to let go of the things that you are thinking that are, it feels like you're beating yourself up for some reason. It really feels like you are beating yourself up, Scorpio, for some reason over your twin. I don't know if it's because even though you love this person, you couldn't be with them right now, or is it because they don't want to be with you right now? I can't tell. But either way, you're beating yourself up over this conversation, the last communication you had. And you really do want to have more communication with them, but there is just this anxiety, doubt, worry, and fear that's holding you back. And all of that is keeping you disconnected from source. All of that is keeping you disconnected from your higher self, and that's why you don't know which direction to go. That's why you don't know the next step to take. So because of that, that's why they are the ones that is doing the healing right now. That is why they're the ones that's focusing on getting healed, getting grounded, getting evolved, getting ascended, and really learning how to manifest. So it's interesting, but they're carrying your load right now, Scorpio. They're really bearing your burdens because right now you can't. Right now it's almost too much for you to bear. You're really beating yourself up for some reason here, Scorpio, and it's time to let that go. That's what this means. That 9 means that's the end of it. It's time to let it go. At the bottom, in other words, how does your subconscious play into all of this, the 4 wands? So literally we call this the marriage card in tarot. This is, if you look, this looks like 2 people getting married, with a little, well, I know it's not an arch, but on other decks this is an arch. Okay. It's like the Jewish wedding chuppah, or however they say that. So what's on your subconscious mind? Your subconscious mind wants this relationship not just to come back together, but wants it to come back together in a healed, cohesive, successful manner. It wants it so much that's creating an ego story that's creating fear, doubt, anxiety, worry. And that is what's keeping you from your twin. That here's the interesting thing, Scorpio. Whether it's your twin that told you to scram or whether you decided to tell them to go, it doesn't matter. The thing that caused this to end, the energy that's literally broke up this relationship, that's kept you all apart, or that's kept you from coming back together, or if you've never met your twin, the reason why you haven't met your twin yet is because you have some kind of doubt, anxiety, worry, fear regarding the twin flame. Okay. For those of you who've never met your twin flame, this unrequited love means that you've never met your twin flame. The story here of what's happening, what's keeping you apart is, first of all, you've never met, you haven't had communication with this person yet. And the reason you haven't had communication with this person yet is because you feel very defensive when it comes to twin flames. You feel like, well, I've heard all these stories that twin flames is toxic and da 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 da, and I'm not here to tell you that's bullshit. I know quite a few twins who have very happy, healthy relationships and are great and support each other and are growing and evolving and ascending and all these beautiful, wonderful things. Those other people are talking about people who, yeah, it's going to be tough. Your twin flame is the toughest relationship you're going to be in. This is a person who is a literal mirror in front of you showing you all the things that you got to work on, okay? It's not easy. It's going to be a challenge. But when you can get to that point that you're working together, it's 100% worth it. And so for those of you who have never met your twin, what's keeping you from your twin is this fear that you have about the twin flame. You have a subconscious fear over the twin flame. And so your subconscious is trying to tell you to let it go. Your subconscious is telling you there's nothing to fear. You two are a perfect energetic balance. And yes, you're going to challenge each other. And yes, there are going to be days where you're going to be like, what was I thinking? Oh boy, are there going to be days. But you know what? There's also going to be days you're going to learn, you're going to grow, you're going to evolve. Your gifts are going to be activated. You're going to get to know yourself, because remember, the thing about the twin flame relationship is never about union. The union has a mission, and a lot of times the union's mission is just to activate your individual gifts so you can go serve your purpose in this world, okay? A lot of times the twin flames come together just so that you can remember your true authentic self, so you can reclaim your power and so that you can go serve this world, all right? So for those of you who have not met your twin yet, it is time to let go of that fear. You are keeping yourself from them because you've heard all these horror stories about twin flames, and none of that crap is true. None of it. I am here to tell you. I will talk you into ask me all the questions you want to know. We should actually have a Q&A on twin flames one day on this channel. Maybe that's what we'll do. But your subconscious knows the truth. Your subconscious knows there's nothing to fear. This is one half of your soul. They were meant to be with you. They're made for you. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Let it go. All right, Cancer. All right, Scorpio. Sorry about that. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. So I hope that you found this enjoyable. If you did, please give me that big old thumbs up. Give me a little bit of love. If you haven't already liked, shared, subscribed, it would mean the absolute world to me. And I hope you will come back next month for Libra season. Scorpio, if you only knew just how much I loved you, you would always come back. Because Scorpio, you're some of my favorite humans in this whole wide world. I love you super big time. And I hope I get to see you again. And until I do, you stay happy, healthy, safe, and blessed. Bye, Scorpio.